ready? Check, check, check.
Yo.
We live? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeremy Green. You are now tuned into Fwaygo podcast with my co-host, Sonny.
Yes, sir.
And today we are interviewing somebody really interesting, somebody from my past I've known for like a decade. We've took down a lot of shit together.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous Ray from the group Mindless Behavior.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ray, where you been, man?
You know, just living life, staying away from all the weird industries. You know, like I don't know, it's weird. I had to step away. I don't really relate to many people that much.
You mean like LA people?
Not just LA, just industry people in general.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a big facade, you know?
What you mean?
I think everybody cliche. They pretend to be something they're not.
But like get into it though, because like I know what you mean,
yeah.
but a lot of people don't know what you mean. Like, yo, first let's start with your story.
Yeah.
And let's start. Tell me how you became part of this boy band sensation. It was like huge.
All right, so first, like,
Tell me how you were discovered. Like, let's walk through the whole shit.
I was born and raised in South Central LA.
Okay.
Like, we call it the gutter. We grew up in the gutter.
Yeah.
Didn't have much at all. I had the talent to dance. So I was street dancing for like Tommy the Clown and doing parties and
Crazy.
shit like that.
That's
right?
fire.
Tommy the Clown. That's
fire.
amazing.
Right? You know,
That's
LA,
fire.
Real
LA
culture
staple
shit.
type shit.
Yeah, straight up.
And from there, I got noticed by this guy named Gary who hooked me up with Keisha Gamble, who also put together B2K and
Yep.
these other groups.
You know, I was on the phone with Max Goose yesterday.
Yeah.
Max Goose is like, yeah, I want in. What are we doing?
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, he was all like, what are we doing, bro?
So that's like pretty much like the foundation. From there, did that audition.
So were you a fan of B2K? Like, cause I'm be honest with you, the Pandemonium album was my shit.
No,
Platinum Status, all that shit was crazy for me.
100%. Like I had the hair, I thought I was a Marion.
Like, Amore was he was amazing, right?
Yeah.
When he came out with, it's crazy.
The crazy part is though, is like I was a dancer, so in my mind I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like the hardest backup dancer ever. Like remember like on demand, like music choice and shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That was like my world. Like this is what I'm gonna be, and then instead I actually got to be in the group.
Yeah,
you know, and
That's
like
incredible.
really like make a name. But yeah, like that's what it was for me. So like,
How old are you?
I was 13.
Okay, so you're
13.
13 years old.
Yeah.
You dancing,
Yeah.
like, right? And somebody comes up to you, hey, man, you want to be in a group or something? Like, explain, because you got to get into it. You got to
yeah,
paint a
so-
picture as if you like reading a book.
All right, so how it was I was dancing, doing parties. My mom was like dodging this phone call. She didn't know the number. Remember, like we didn't have iPhones. It was like landlines.
Yeah,
So-
she's like, yo, I might owe some rent.
Yeah, she heard somebody.
So if someone's calling over and over and over, that's a bill
Yeah,
collector.
we're not doing that.
Yeah, no chance.
I feel you.
Coming from the hood, we thought it was a
Yeah,
bill.
yeah, exactly. Like, don't threaten me. You should turn my power off later, bitch.
do what you need. So she finally like, all right, like what y'all want? They're like, we want Ray. Like we want him to audition for a group. And I did the audition, but I didn't really know what it was. I just go into this meeting and I just see plaques of like Beyonce, Alicia Keys, you know, like the biggest R&B singers.
And who was this?
It was with this guy named Walter.
Okay, so was Walter an A&R manager? Who was he?
We were just like signed to his like production.
No, but
company, like,
who was Walter?
Well,
So
Walter-
Walter's team kept calling you?
Yeah, Walter really pretty much.
How did he even find you?
He got into the industry just like writing some of like the biggest records. Like
Okay.
like I said.
But how did he come across you?
Well, he didn't. The guy named Gary did,
Okay.
and Gary knew them and knew that they were looking for a fourth member.
So you're like, yo, I know this kid. He's incredible.
Yeah, he's incredible. His
Because you had
dance-
like I'm be honest, you had like a really cool look too as an
Oh
artist.
yeah, I was
You
like,
look like shit now, but like when you were 12, I'm just kidding.
listen, bro.
Like,
now if you think about it, no bullshit. I was just talking to like John about this, my best friend,
Mhm.
and like a few of us.
you
were,
had a
like,
killer
talking.
look then, bro. I'm telling you.
bro. Like everybody wear goggles now.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I did this shit.
Yeah, you really had the goggles, and you was
Ray,
on some like
Ray trendy me for sure.
that was crazy when you the goggles. I remember like the goggles.
Bro, now everybody's wearing it, and it's like
Yeah.
it's not like a diss, like oh don't be wearing it, but like everybody do it. Like I was doing this, you know?
So he found you. He called your mom. You all thought it was a bill collector, so you weren't answering the
Yeah,
call.
yeah, we weren't doing that.
Get the fuck out of here. The Brenner Center calling to take the couch.
Yes.
And
So,
your mom picks up and you're like, hey, we want Ray to come audition. She was like, for what?
Yeah.
Did she trust her? Because being from when you're from the hood, you don't trust nobody,
You don't trust nobody.
especially when not with your kids. Like grown man calling about my kid, 13. No thanks.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So,
Right.
but we did it. We
No,
showed
we
up.
did it though.
We showed up. We auditioned. It was a great decision. Literally, they called me like later that night, and they're like, "Yo, we want you to meet the rest of the group. We want you to be in the group. We think you're talented. This whole thing."
Well, stop. How did you feel when that happened? I want you to tell me How you felt
honestly,
emotionally?
I'm not even gonna bullshit. I didn't care because at the time I was buzzing so hard dancing with Tommy the Clown, right?
Mhm.
And that was like my dream at first.
Okay.
So they're telling me I'm being a part of a group. Like I didn't like rap or sing or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
I
that.
just danced.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm
Like,
just
what the
like,
fuck
you're just
am I-
asking me to join a whole nother dance crew when I already got a name over here,
Right.
and y'all don't have a name. Like they're
Yeah.
like, oh, the group name is Mindless Behavior, and I'm just like,
No.
who the fuck is that?
Yeah, straight up.
So,
I'd be
so-
like, what?
This is
No.
amazing.
right. So then the next day we all hang out, and now I'm just like dabbling in these conversations. I'm realizing who I'm actually around, and then wanting me to be in a group. Isn't this dance group? I don't think. Right in my mind, I'm like, okay,
like,
maybe
yo.
it's more than a dance group. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you guys
Like,
are
they're
going
either
to
trying to
dance.
fuck me, or they're really like, or they're really like into it. I'm being
So I'm
honest.
I'm curious though, because like when they pulled you into that audition, right? Like this is like a singing dance group. Like, did you even sing, or did
I
you just
did.
dance for them?
I literally just
Just
danced
dance for them.
to like 2 records, right?
But they were like, don't worry about singing. Like, we got that.
They was like, you got the look, your dance moves are crazy, you're gonna carry the group with that alone, right?
Yeah.
But then like as I'm getting
you
to
can go
know
like,
them,
mm.
no, yeah, for sure. But as I'm getting to know them, I'm like, oh shit, like, okay, so you do this, you put together B2K, and they're
Mhm.
like, yeah, like you guys are gonna be dancing, like for sure, like that's gonna be the drive, but we're gonna make the music you dance too.
Yeah, of
and,
course.
And so now the pictures kind of get.
Yo, so they really industry planted y'all. Like, they were like,
Oh,
you.
100%. Yeah, this is like
Before it was even called that.
no, yeah.
So back in the day,
What was that show? What was that show with Diddy?
yes, called Making the Band. So back in
It
the
was like
day,
some shit like
for
that.
those who don't know, back in the day, there was a group called O-Town, NSYNC, Backstreet. They were all put
Yeah.
together by a guy named Lou Pearlman.
Yeah.
Who was a fat, gross child molester, by the way. He was really fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, yo, I know this because my homeboy was like signed to them, and he'd walk in and be like, audition people, be like, take your shirt off, turn around. And yo, for real, I'm not kidding you. There was like, there's a whole crazy story.
Not over here though.
Yeah.
We not.
So by the way, he ended up stealing everybody's money, and like, but the crazy shit he would do, he would make himself part of the group, so he'd be the 5th member.
Yo, that's
And
crazy.
he'd rob everybody.
That's crazy.
He'd rob everybody.
They
So
really-
these groups
they
are being
move like
created. So basically, you guys were like the urban version of that shit,
Yes.
except they weren't molesting people.
Not at all.
Okay, cool.
And
I'm
and it's actually funny because you guys ended up opening for Backstreet Boys, right?
That was our first ever tour.
Crazy.
I'm not
I
gonna
remember
lie.
that. I actually remember that.
I'm not gonna lie. Hands down, best catering I've ever had.
Oof.
At Backstreet Boys?
They just had money. Their catering, bro. That's the
course.
first time I fucking tried eggplant. I'm from the hood. Like, what the fuck is eggplant, bro? Amazing. I was hooked.
And then every rider, you're like, I need eggplant.
You know what's crazy? You know what my rider was? Damn. You know what my rider was? No bullshit. When I finally was able to get a rider,
There's
it
some
was like getting
bullshit.
per
Like
diem.
Skittles
No.
and shit.
Water. If my throat was sore, tea.
Tea.
And then towels when I got off stage. Like I had the most simple rider. But then we were doing these hour and 30-minute shows.
Yeah.
And I would start to get like back pains and things like that.
Yeah.
So then my rider got bougie, but I needed it.
But let's
So
talk
then
about some of the other members.
No, hold on. So then
You already know where I'm going.
I just had a masseuse.
What's your man doing? He's
Oh,
been like
fire.
writing down everything. Like, he's freaking me out.
Bro, Roy's a genius.
Are you writing a book? What are you doing?
Let him
I
live.
have many disorders.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just wondering like what you're doing, because like he's been filming and then writing, and I'm like, what's he doing?
Bro,
Just,
Roy's
you
my
know,
right hand man.
life is
When my
short.
No problem. I just curious what you're doing.
when my mind lack, he picks up.
Yeah.
So you write shit down and like,
Just pick up the slack.
no, but when you write shit down, like, what are you doing? Are you just like,
Anything that's is just poignant or something that sticks out, I would like to write it down.
Yeah.
'Cause
so then
my
you can
memory-
read it back
My
later?
memory is shot.
Yeah.
Probably the whiskey.
And if
You
I
know that
don't-
that whistle pill probably got
This
you
gives
fucked.
me clarity.
Yo, I'll tell you, $3,500
Straight up.
bottle of whiskey will give you anybody clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he came in, by the way. He's like, "What is that shit?" And I was like, "Yo, that's like the whistle pig." And he's like, "Which one is better?" This one. I said, "This is like the $3,500." He's like, "I'll take some of that." So I was like, "Glope, glope, glope, glope."
Yeah, that was a very generous pour. Thank you.
Brother, no problem, man. Like, yo, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
First of all, let's cheers.
I wish I had.
Yeah,
La
what,
Croix.
you ain't got nothing?
No, sorry.
Anyways,
One right here.
Get a drink.
There you go.
Anyway, so listen. So you joined, and I want to talk about the other group members because I know they got like mad weird, right? So you guys are out there and you're killing it, right? And the group is winning, and then you guys signed a record deal.
Yeah. So
Real
me-
quick,
tell
yeah,
me
real
about
quick.
that.
I'm curious of how like you guys the group
Yeah, tell
forms
me how
and
you
then
got a record
do you
deal.
go right to the studio or like what happens?
So we already had our own crazy in-house studio,
Okay.
right?
You guys all lived in the same house?
Yeah. So we moved into one house in Compton. And literally, like, once we started making money, like our first check, we turned the garage we were rehearsing in into an actual dance.
When you say you got a check, where would you get a check from?
So basically, we were like going to different labels, you know, putting on like showcase,
Yep.
and then we eventually signed to Interscope,
Interscope,
under
yeah.
Vincent Herbert with Lady Gaga. So he had Gaga, he had us.
So who took you to Gaga and Vincent Herbert?
Just you know,
Because I remember
Keisha
him.
and Walter, yeah.
Yeah.
He fucked me over. I'm like, I'm just Vincent Herbert.
So
So, but you guys are 13, right? Like, so who's living in this house? Your whole families and shit?
nah. So basically, like, well, Compton wasn't too far from where I lived anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, where I just come from, I just had so much family, and we moved like with
Deep.
the streets.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we in Compton, and we're just in this household with just like Keisha and her mom, dead ass,
Mm-hmm.
and this other artist at the time named Money. She called herself Money Bags, and literally like we're just rehearsing in this dingy ass garage, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then once we got the check, we turned it into a real dance studio. Like still right now, I
Oh.
don't
I mean, once you got a check from signing the deal.
signing a deal.
Okay, so listen.
And we signed the deal right before Christmas. Like,
Tell me how you felt when you auditioned for Vince. Who else was in the room? It was Vincent Herbert. Who else? Martin Korsenbaum was there.
Bro, like we did an audition for every label you could think of. Whether if it wasn't Interscope, it was Sony. If it was
Right, but when you met with Interscope, who was in the room?
it was Vincent. I think Kenneth was there with him because he ended up becoming our official manager.
Yeah. Kenneth Career.
Kenneth Career.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to Kenneth Career.
it was a few people. It was so long ago, I don't even remember. At the time, I just knew like these are people that can make something happen.
Of
Right.
course.
When you were like,
I didn't
yo,
necessarily care who they were.
You didn't know the industry yet.
but
Yeah.
did you think to yourself like, yo, I'm gonna fucking make it? Do you go like, would you start getting this hunger like, yo, and you start looking around like, this is gonna be something?
Nah,
When did you know that?
Honestly, I knew that before the group. Like even before Tommy, I
You
remember.
knew you was a star.
Yeah, like I remember being in middle school, like being in 6th grade, and
You do
I
like
went
talent
to
shows?
Marina Del Rey, a
Mm.
performing arts school, right? And like yeah, just like shows and stuff like that.
Of course.
But I would believe in myself so much, and I literally tell my friends all the time like it was a joke. The building I grew up in, I would go on the roof and I could see the Hollywood sign, and like in my mind it was so far away though at the time.
Yeah, of
But I was
course.
just like that's where I belong. Like again, I'm watching television shows and these groups are just artists, and I'm just like, I'm not meant to be here.
Yo.
Like I would literally be in
That's
the
real
hood,
shit.
like
Mm-hmm.
I would feel lost and like,
So you feel like law of attraction played a very big part of your
oh
shit.
yeah, manifestation.
It's
is it.
yo, that's you don't want to do that every day.
No, yeah.
I be telling
100%.
people, yo, we're doing this, and they be like, yo, why you keep saying that? I'm like,
Bro,
watch
we
and
was,
see.
we was the only one at the house. We was the only one at the house meditating. Deadass. You and I.
yeah,
I'm
no
like
doubt, no doubt.
16, 17. You get
No
what I'm
doubt,
saying?
no
Yeah.
doubt.
But like, it was that, you know, and like.
I remember you taught me about meditation,
talk
which I was like, I was like, this kid was, yo,
Wow.
he was so ill. This kid, he had such a good soul. Like he had such a good soul, and I just like loved the kid.
Yeah.
He was so fucking funny, bro.
He was a little kid putting you on.
He was like 16, 17,
Putting you on.
and he'd pull up in this like, he had this really dope like Jeep,
I had a Go Jeep.
and we were like, we
Fire.
would just roll around, like, and we'd go like the Laugh Factory, like, but we was like, we were turned.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun because like I really liked being around him.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's crazy you say that, 'cause I remember like, you were just like going crazy over the Go Jeep. Like, bro, you have a Go Jeep, right? And then shit starts to happen. And I remember you're the first person I knew in California pushing like a Moose Lane.
Yeah.
The branch, talk to him, boy. Look. Cheers. Hard. But yeah, so what you were saying, like the law of attraction, right?
Mhm.
Because I'm seeing people with talents in the hood,
Yep.
but they're either getting locked up, and honestly, majority of the time, they're dying.
Yeah, of course.
And the only other person outside of the Crenshaw district that made it, that I actually saw hustling and passing us CDs,
Yep.
was Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in the same hood, so
Yep.
like we watched his first record go viral, coming straight off of Sloss and Crazy like
Yep.
that was like his staple. So that's happening as I'm doing this too. So now I feel
You're like, I can definitely.
I
do
have this new motivation, like, and I'm not even saying that to like name drop. Like this is really my life. Like I'm experiencing this.
Yeah.
I'm
anxiety stuff.
I'm watching someone
Just do this, yo.
that I'm watching someone in this exact area, right? See, look, now you putting me on.
That's the greatest, right? You wanna try some?
So I'm watching someone like me,
Yeah.
right? Grind, hustle, come from the same district as me, going through the same struggles. Do it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of
So
course.
then I was like
You had a front row seat.
a front row fucking
Front
seat,
row seat.
right? because all I know is like
And you were taking notes.
taking notes, and
Taking notes.
all I know at the time is just like, though I wasn't involved in it,
Mm-hmm.
I was curious in it, but I wasn't involved. But like all I knew was like gang violence, drugs,
Yep.
just just hood mentality, and
Of
like
course.
having to be in the house at like 4 p.m. because of drive-bys all the time, like experiencing my grandfather being shot and killed right down the street, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
No
it's
joke.
like,
Yep.
it was
Yo, this shit was no joke.
just imagine having dreams but feeling like, damn, I might never get out of here.
Yeah, it was like you were saying. Yeah, it's like it seems like your head is in one place, but
I
it
literally
feels
felt-
so.
I felt incarcerated.
Yeah, it feels intangible, where it's like not even reachable. You can't
I
get
love that word, right?
you can't
Tangible
get
is a
there.
great word.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing about me is I grew up very similar and fucked up shit. I never thought that. I know I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Nobody's
No,
holding
yeah.
me.
I have to, and like, and
I'd see motherfuckers dying around, and be like,
and it's crazy.
I'd
Like,
step right over their bodies, bro.
it's crazy. Like I saw,
Like
I saw you on the live.
I'm just saying this because like, you can't help people. Like you, and it's okay to outgrow people, places, and things.
Oh, for sure.
Period. Like, and I would look around, and I tell them like, yo, you shouldn't be doing drugs and shit like that, or yo, you shouldn't be robbing motherfuckers, and you
There's
shouldn't
only
be
so much you can do.
doing drugs. And they no one listen.
But the
And
thing
I was like the burden. I was like, okay, and I was like, by the way, I'm a star, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna make it. And they're like, yeah, get the fuck out of
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
No, and it's crazy you say that. So I'm gonna touch on two things. One, totally agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think decluttering is the most healthiest thing you can do.
100%.
For sure.
And not just clothes and materialistic shit, like people.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
healthiest thing you could do when it comes to decluttering. Like some people get too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And having like self-awareness like internally and knowing like
Yo, the
like
worst.
where you're at.
The worst and best thing I've ever done in my life is look at myself and go like, you're an asshole in the mirror, and have to fix that shit.
No, yeah.
That shit is really hard when you look at yourself and like, I don't really like who I am.
Yeah.
That's a hard fucking thing to
Bro,
say.
facing the ego is crazy.
And then like changing, because like I was listen, before I met my wife, I didn't give a fuck about nobody. I cared about me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a kid and a wife, and then it's like shit changed, and I cared about everybody. Like when I had Pink Tank, I didn't give a fuck about nobody but the people around me.
That's what unconditional love would do to you. Though.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't have that.
But
I wouldn't know.
What,
All of a
what
sudden,
you're
I went
saying-
from like the trailer park to being in Facebook, standing on stage with like Kylie and fucking Tyga,
Yeah.
and everybody wanted to be my friend, and I had no idea how to deal with that.
how to manage that.
I had no clue.
But
And
again,
I would sit up in my room, and I felt mad alone. I never felt more alone in a mansion in my life.
Yep.
Because I know these people didn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
I know these people didn't give a fuck about me. I look down there, it's like all these people want to be my friends. Even right now. Today, I'm telling you. I called this dude. I'm not going to say his name. I called this dude, right? And I tried to get his attention. He's huge. He hung up in my face. I was like, yo, fuck you, piece of shit. And I literally cussed him the fuck out. Swear to God, this happened. He hit me today like, yo, man, I'm sorry. Can we get on the phone? Gave us a deal today. Completely was wrong. Knew he was wrong. Apologized. Had to check yourself because he didn't realize we were as hot as we were. The part of me that really didn't give a fuck would be like, yo, eat a dick.
Yeah.
The business part of me said, go get that check.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
And doing what's right for your company as well.
Yeah,
Doing the right thing as well.
Doing my right for
you
my
know,
shareholders.
and I say this all the time, and people who know me know I say this. That's why facing the ego is so important, because I believe, this is just me, but it's the only thing that allows you to recognize yourself.
Yeah.
You're born with it.
Exactly.
Self-importance, self-control, self-awareness. We talk about this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Self-assurance, all these things.
Everything. Yep.
So once you're able to step outside of yourself, humble yourself,
Mm-hmm.
put depth between yourself, and do these things, you can make greater decisions. You know what I mean?
100%.
time.
Humility plays a huge role into
Yo, humility is like the most important thing right
to
now.
progression.
Like even
100%.
right now,
The
like
greatest
friends hit me.
decisions happen from a place of peace.
Yeah. So let me dial back in real quick, just because we started just getting off on some shit.
But that's good though.
Of
freestyle
course. But I'm still super curious,
He
I'm
said,
still
"I
super
got
curious."
questions."
right? Like you guys are in this house making music, and then what? They all of a sudden just put you on tour with Backstreet Boys, or how does that just all? Because you guys end up doing
Hold on, wait,
multiple
first of all,
tours.
I want to know how you felt when you signed the deal. You're like, oh shit. That was a we made it moment.
No, yeah, for sure.
Well, did you have access to the money? You were only 13.
Well, like like they had the thing called Krugen's accounts because of like
Yeah.
what was the guy name?
Macaulay Culkin.
No, him, but Gary Coleman.
Gary
Yeah.
Coleman.
Very cool.
Damn.
So we didn't have access. We had to like get permission from our parents, and parents would have to get. It was like with management and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember that happened. We signed our deal, and if I'm not mistaken, it happened so long ago. But I think when we signed the deal, I had talked to my managers, and we came to an agreement, and I gave my mom like 25K.
Mm-hmm.
She bought her a new car and shit.
Fire.
And right, and it was like the coolest thing in the world for me. Like,
Of course.
what? I can even do this.
Yeah.
I love that
You know what
shit.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so no, it was an amazing moment because again, like coming from poverty,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm like my mom made it work. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like she.
So you hit the studio.
shit happen.
You guys hit the studio.
Yeah.
And y'all find a single. Right.
Yes.
And then what happens?
We found a single and we started doing these little school tours in LA. So that's how we're buzzing, right?
No way.
We did this thing called cams, which are now like known as vlogs.
Yeah.
All right, just day to day shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we're building a buzz from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then our first show before the tour, we got booked to actually open up for Justin Bieber
Yep.
and
Jason Derulo.
no, it was like Justin Bieber and
Sean Kingston.
it was I can't even remember. It was another artist at the time who was like really big, and we opened up for them in New York. That was like our first real show in front in like this.
You were like, yo,
huge arena.
great. What did you think about that?
Like my mind was blown because like this is our first real show. Like it's not the school little tour. And they're like, yeah, like you have your first like official show. Like you guys are getting paid for this thing, whatever. We go and it's in the arena, and I'm like, oh, like y'all wasn't lying.
Yeah.
This is a real.
he's,
You like, this is a real fucking arena.
and he's the same age as us. So like at the time he's 13. He's got Baby out like absolutely
saying? Like-
busting everywhere.
Like, whoa,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I'll tell you a story. True story. When he came out with Baby, they because I was huge on MySpace, they asked if I would put Baby, not Baby, Me Plus You One Time.
Yeah. One
When he
time.
first came out, I was like, yo, can you put One Time on your MySpace page to help blow it up? So I did.
In your
'Cause I
top-
thought he was so great. I was like, this kid's gonna be a star.
That's hard.
That's it.
I knew that then.
In your top 8?
In my top 8, and I also took his video and put it in my shit too on my page.
That's dope.
That's hard.
I just want to take claim to that.
Yeah.
Shout out JB. Like,
Flex on time. Flex on time.
just saying.
But yeah, so then after that, we come back home. We vlog that.
Mm-hmm.
And that really started getting the buzz, and we
Of
keep
course.
doing these MB cams.
Of course.
And then they were like, "Yo, you're gonna be an opening act for the Backstreet Boys, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, shit!" Right? I gotta call my mom. Like, Mom, I know you and I don't really listen to the Backstreet Boys, but we know records from the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I'm going on tour
Yeah.
in the U.S., right? And we hit everywhere,
And you're like
all 50 states. I've never even been past Vegas,
I'm
right?
sorry, I just kicked
like on a bus? Like
Nah,
on a
it's
tour
not-
bus?
Tour bus.
Oh, like family vacations, but I'm saying like
But you were on a tour bus,
it's
No,
right?
but it was a tour bus.
oh
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
tour bus. Like we flew to the first state and then
Nashville. You started in Nashville, probably got the bus.
yeah, type thing, and then and now we're
Yep.
just traveling.
A lot of people don't know, like, if you need a tour bus, you got to go to Nashville to get a tour bus. Like, that's where all the tour buses are at, in Nashville.
Yeah, no, deadass. So and that's what it was for us, and that was like the beginning of our career, and like we're really just vlogging,
Yep.
to create the buzz, and allow these little girls to fall in love with us.
Crazy.
For individuals. You know,
Yeah.
Let's talk about these 4 individuals.
let's talk about 'em.
Tell me about your other members.
Santo is like my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's known as Rock Royal. That's like my little brother. Really, always since even when I was 13, he was like younger than me. He was like 11. We came from the same district, so
Yeah, so you already knew him.
we just already kind of had that bond. He's locked up right now. He's still got a few years left.
Dang.
Whoa, what happened?
Long story.
We're going to get into that story. What happened? Just give me a, like, quick.
just a lot of shit. Just getting caught flocking, and just allowing
That's really sad.
just his
Imagine yourself
surroundings.
being in a group like that, being on tour for, like,
Yeah.
and then you end up in prison.
But the thing is
Damn.
it's you gotta understand. It's hard for certain people to escape the mentality. of
That's
the-
right.
of
That's
the
exactly right.
upbringing. No matter
That's
how
the-
much
you know what
you
that's
get.
called? It's called being in survival mode still.
No, yeah, 100%. Still,
Like my wife still, I still do some shit.
You trying to,
And my wife would be like,
impress people still.
my wife will do some shit, and she'd be like, I'll do shit, and she'd be like,
Why do you do? that?
why you? I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
why would you do that? Like, I'm like, I don't, babe, I don't. It happens all the time. Not as much, but
No, like same shit. I was actually on the phone. I was on the phone with someone earlier. I'm not gonna say who kind of want everybody in my business. We ain't doing that. But she was just like, you love this Chrome Heart hoodie. She was like, you wear it all the time.
Mhm.
She was like, I love that though. Like, you got all these other pieces that you can wear. She was like, but this is your go-to piece. And I just remember growing up and like just having a favorite item.
Yeah.
I'm aware to the threads pop.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, it just become like another skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know? And like, that's something I never let go. Like, shoes get dirty, I can go buy new shoes.
Yeah.
And whatever brand, I'm going to still take a toothbrush to these.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
I-
100%.
my wife would be like,
I'm going to still do that.
I don't understand. Why do you same shit? Same
yeah,
shit.
and it's that comfort. It's also that feeling that you get like in your brain that reminds you of certain things like that.
Yeah, and in certain pieces, whether it's materialistic or not, like you just you cling to it.
Hmm.
It become that thing for you. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel that 100% because I still have so many clings, I guess, in a sense. But
So let's talk about the other
the
members.
hood was his.
Okay, so the other members.
So, Jacob,
What's a weird one?
his friends, like me and him don't get along.
What's that? He's a little weird motherfucker, huh? What's up with him, bro?
We not even gonna.
Come on, man. Like, what's up with
Right.
him?
We don't even indulge.
I know, but he's on some weird shit, right?
You know,
I'm just asking.
most people are strange.
No, he's real strange. Like he wears like blouses and shit.
Honestly,
That's
okay,
not-
yeah.
that's-
No. No. All right, let's clear that up.
I'm just saying.
No, look,
That's not strange now.
No, yeah. No,
What?
No, not even now. Let's make something clear.
Why?
You can wear whatever you want. That's not strange. Whatever your sexuality is.
I don't care if he's
not
gay.
strange. Yeah, like we're
That's
not.
fine.
Yeah, we respect everybody. You know what I mean?
I don't care about being gay.
Yeah.
I just seen him in a blouse one day and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, let him wear his blouse.
Yeah, let him wear his blouse,
It
bro.
just looked weird. That's all I'm
Let
saying.
him wear his blouse.
He's probably feeling himself in that blouse, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
You know who wear blouses too?
He might see you in your AP. He be like, bro, you look weird in that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, straight up.
he said, yeah, right.
Exactly.
I bet he says that. And bet he's, your boy's like, I want nothing to do with this conversation.
No, go.
He had a blouse on.
By all means.
But anyways,
Bro, he can wear
I don't care if you're black, white, pink, yellow, gay, not gay. I just think he's a little weird. Like you told me weird stories.
Yeah, I don't even fuck with him.
Okay, so we're not gonna get into that because like I'm not gonna talk about the weirdo stories you told me.
And then me and Craig are Prodigy. I call him by his real name. It's a habit, but Prodigy, we're mutual. Like, he called me, he check in, I check in on him.
Would you ever consider a reboot of the group?
I think eventually. Right now, I'm too focused on my own career.
Yeah.
But I've had offers. Like, I've been offered like nearly like $500,000 to do a reunion tour. But it's just like, I want to do it on my time. One.
Well, first of all, you got to get the guy out of jail.
Yeah, thanks.
And
And then
you have to bail him out.
two, I was about to say that too. And then three, I'm too focused on my dreams.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, before I left, actually the same day I left the group, that Jeep that you love so much, I was in a terrible car accident.
Oh
I
shit.
just had like my own epiphany to where I was just like, if that was my moment to go, I'd be like a pissed off angel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't get to follow.
Yeah, what you were trying to do.
Yeah, I was like being puppeteered.
Yeah, listening to this construct that was
Yeah,
built for
I
you.
was a brand.
Yeah.
So like, and before I can even focus on my solo career as Rayan, which I'm doing now, finally, I literally walked away from the industry for like nearly 4 years, maybe 5.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just to not humble myself, but figure out who I was.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been Ray to the world, and this is what they've made you to be. Who are you?
Yeah.
I win. I had a son.
Yeah. Fire.
I moved to Indiana. I got away from LA.
No way.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
amazing.
Like that. Like, I really stepped away and like,
Hold on. I just got to deal with this one. Let's stop 1 second.
No.
Hold on.
we're gonna talk without you. I have to hone in on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, cause. Yeah, I have a question, but I'll wait until we can do this.
Hold on.
We can talk about it a little bit right now.
Yeah, cause like you go on tour and like as a kid, and you run a career with the group for like, 10 years, right?
Mm.
So like, did you have like a sort of taste in your mouth, being like, I need to step away from this industry because of X, Y, Z?
Yeah, I remember when I turned 15. I'll never forget. I was in Chicago, and like,
Okay.
I was in Chicago, and I just had a moment
All
where
right, we back. We're running back. Sorry, I had to have a little introduction because yo, RD,
never
AB
left.
was like, "Yo, I'm a." You saw that video, right?
we never left.
He said.
Yeah. Let me re-ask you that now.
Yeah.
Just like,
For you, we're gonna react for you. Go ahead.
cause he stepped away, after the group
Yeah.
just broke up, right?
Why did y'all break up?
I left.
But why?
Didn't Craig leave initially first, and then he was
the
replaced?
How do you know? I thought you said you did.
They added 2 more people to the group, didn't they?
Yeah, so it was.
Oh,
me.
whoa! Y'all got like remixed.
Yeah, they tried to remix us, and I hated the idea.
Yeah, of course.
And then I just I stopped being naive.
Yep.
I started to learn I was being robbed, and
Yep.
you know.
Explain. Hold on. Let's
New
dive
addition-
into this.
New edition story.
Hold on. Let's talk about this because like this is Fwaygo podcast, and we are all about artist independence. So
Yeah.
I want you to break down what the music industry did to you.
Yeah, that's why I asked you about
This
the
is
taste,
important.
the taste in your mouth about
Right,
the
so
industry.
the thing is
First of all, how do you feel about record labels?
honestly, I honestly feel like it's complete bullshit. That's first of all,
Mhm.
and the reason I say that is because one.
Not every record label's the same, but yours
Yeah, no,
specifically was fucked up, right?
The reason I'm gonna say what I'm saying is because you attract to these artists because of their creations and their mindsets.
Yep.
That's right.
Then you get them, and then you try to mold them what you think is hot,
Isn't that
and
crazy?
then you steal from them.
Yep.
And you take advantage of them, and then, you know, like you just kind of pretty much. I feel like you start to fuck with their pride, their mindset, their ability to create and be the person that you fell in love with in the beginning. Like, how dare you rip that away from them?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they start to notice you stealing from them or notice you are changing,
They make
who
you
they
look
are,
crazy.
yeah, now you don't want to let them out the deal. You shelf them. You do all these things. I think it's really toxic. I'm not going to say every label's that way, but I definitely believe artists should have independence.
Well, that's why we have Fwaygo.
That's a part of being
Plain
an
and simple.
artist. That's a part of being a creator.
Yeah,
Right.
of
Freedom.
course, of course.
You know what I mean? Like I went to a museum yesterday, and I was looking at pieces, and each artist was different from one another. There was pieces I didn't like. There was pieces I loved.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? But they don't have any limitations.
Yeah. And your
Did you see how I
talent.
fuck with this kid though?
Yeah.
Did you hear the way he talks?
Yeah, of course. And your talent and your effort is your gift. And
Right.
like it shouldn't have to be controlled in any way, shape, or form,
At
especially
all.
not by somebody else.
Ray, I want
know
you
what
to
I
know
mean?
this, that we're gonna really help you with Fwaygo. We're gonna
Uh-uh.
get your shit popping.
Roy, how many people try to take meetings with me and I don't take them? How many people try to take meetings with me and I don't take them? I really don't fuck with people. Roy, no. Roy,
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
no.
because
I don't either.
Yeah, Roy's the same way.
yeah, but
Ray,
and
Ray, how
that's-
you feeling off that whistle pig?
Hungry.
and that is because this industry has done you wrong over and over again.
So you found out dudes were stealing from you for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
How did you find that out? And how did you feel when you found that out?
When I found out, I definitely felt I was being taken advantage of.
How did you find out though?
I actually found out like damn near by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally finding we were doing like these little like winter shows, cause we had this like record called Christmas with My Girl,
Fire,
and it was like a big hit for us.
of course.
So like during the winter, we was like going to like these little like events and just like performing 2-3 songs and getting paid, right?
Mhm.
And like they're paying us, they're giving us, you know, this little money. Oh, it was just a little pop up, whatever. Here go 1,500, whatever, right? And they're like downplaying it. And then my boy, rest in peace to my bodyguard Carter. He was like, "Yo, like," he finally seen it with his own eyes, and he was like, "How much you just pay?" And I'm like, "Oh, like," I counted. I'm like, "Oh, like this is cool, like 1,800 or some shit," you know? He's like, "Yeah, let me show you something." And he showed me, I think on his phone, if I wasn't mistaken, he showed me how much we actually got paid for the show.
How much was it?
Bro, we actually got paid like, I think like 25,000.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I only getting like $1,800
Yep.
between the four of us, right?
Yep.
So they paid you all $1,800.
Yeah, like 1,800.
So
Right?
y'all, so basically,
And then
they basically gave you guys like 7-8 grand, and then took everything else.
6,000.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just did the calculation. I was about to say like 6,000,
6,
They
7
paid
grand.
you guys 6 grand, and took everything else.
right? So
How fucking terrible
bro,
is
it was
that?
crazy. So when I found that out,
What'd you say to him?
I didn't even say nothing right away, right? Because I already knew if I said something, especially from where I come from,
Mhm.
it was gonna be a different story. But also, I need to
So
know.
was this like a hood dude that was stealing from you?
Yeah, just like another hood nigga with a gift.
Who was it?
It was just all the motherfuckers. Everybody you
But who was the was it a manager or was it an agent? Like who was it?
Managers.
So this
Yeah, managers.
particularly
It's that only person that I'm gonna keep out of this for sure is Keisha Gamble.
Okay, so let me be honest.
She was robbed. too.
So basically, they gave you this money.
Yeah.
You're doing a show. Where did all the money go to? Your manager?
So
Your
yeah,
manager took
like
that.
yeah, they're like pocketing money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like
From shows.
from shows, just meet and greets, merchandise, like
Who we talking about?
all this, bro. Everybody,
Who we talking about?
bro. We don't even care.
Bro,
about
like we do care. Because let me tell you why.
we don't.
If we don't start talking about the people who are out hurting people, they always gonna get away with it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
But
Right.
but
They're
okay,
always gonna
okay,
get away with it.
But listen to this, and this is just for me personally.
Okay.
Like I said, I stepped away. I've spent so much time growing past it.
Yep,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
I got it.
You get what I'm saying? So to even trying to throw
Yep. Yeah, I
somebody
got it.
under the
Just
mud
know, if that would have been me, I'd have outed you. But because he's a better person,
yeah.
we ain't gonna do that right now. But I can tell you right now, this is you're stealing from a kid.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%.
You're stealing from a kid.
100%.
That's crazy.
And honestly, these same people aren't even making noise anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
of
you
course,
know,
of course
that's-
not. Of
well,
course not.
You know what
That's
I'm
just
saying?
karma.
It's karma.
So then, of course, like one instance then triggers you to go check everything.
So now I'm checking
Yep.
everything, right?
Open up every
I'm learning
door,
all
flip
this-
under every mat
I'm
type
learning
shit.
all this information, right?
God.
Yep.
I'm getting all this information, right? And so now I got
You go to your mom.
I got I got the streets behind me ready to like off people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And like only thing I'm thinking in my head is like, bro, it's gonna fall back on me. Like please, let's just
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course.
and but it was crazy. Like I remember I had a moment though, and it's a real story. I know you love dramatic shit. Here goes some
Yeah, yeah.
dramatic shit.
Come on.
I'll never forget. I went to the bank with one of these dudes, and I watched him take out, if I'm not bullshitting, like 2 M's, right? Walk into the car, put it in the trunk, no bullshit, and he's dropping me back off in the hood. It's a real story, and literally, I had the greatest urge because now I know.
Yeah.
I know what y'all doing, and there's 2 M's not even 6 feet away from me, less,
Yeah.
way less, and I just had the greatest urge to like set them up,
Yeah, of course.
like yo, like. I
Like,
don't
like, look where you at.
Yeah, I don't even care if you make it look like you trying to get me too.
Yeah.
We about to walk away.
There's
with
2 M's. Yeah.
2 M's.
Of course.
I'm gonna throw you something. But I literally like at this point I'm young and before
I'm gonna tell you right now.
years
If
before
motherfuckers from the hood would have taken that opportunity. Like you got me. Okay, I'm gonna get you.
100%. But I had,
But
I had to be-
right.
I had to be the greater person.
You're a better person.
100%
Yeah.
You know, you're just a better person.
for sure.
But these are the type of shit that happen in the music industry.
Yeah,
And that's why we're about to tip this fucker over and cut the head off these snakes.
100%.
And people aren't gonna like the shit I do.
But no, but that's why I'm here because
Yeah.
before your company, before any brand, we were friends.
Oh yeah, no, you and my boy for sure.
You know what I'm saying? This is 10 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this real story. I was dating this girl, and her mom did not like that I was white and she was black, and she sent a bunch of hood dudes to my house, real hood dudes, real hood dudes, and him and Twist went outside and stopped these dudes from coming and really fucking hurting me. This is when I first got to LA.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, and I was in Mindless Behavior, but like
Yeah, but
Mindless Behavior was real for me.
yeah, but she was,
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, but she was being like crazy. She was like, "Oh, you white cracker," like, and I was like,
Oh,
Yo,
yes.
what the hell?" Like,
Yeah.
because I was a white guy dating a black girl.
But we not gonna do that. And that's one thing. Like again, I don't mess with a lot of industry people.
Mm.
But I'll tell anybody, any day, the only industry people I love to death. I got the McLean sisters, right?
Yeah.
Those are like family to me. Love their family, mom, dad, brother,
Mm.
everybody. And then I got my big brother Twist.
Yeah,
Cause
Twist,
when
Twist is the
toured-
greatest.
bro, when we toured together,
I love
he
him.
really like was a big brother to me.
Really?
Really gave me guidance.
You want to see my Twist impression? Yeah, motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Look at my Twist.
yeah, we go.
I call him. He black.
What a flat.
Like, what's going on, like little bruh? Like,
Yo.
yeah,
That's
we
mad
should,
funny.
we should FaceTime
It was-
it. Hey, what's up, Slow?
I'm in Dallas right now.
you were on tour with Twist and Diggy Simmons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he was really like a big brother, like, and he was like the first person in the industry that really just like
See if I can get him on phone. Hold on.
that like took me under his wing when he didn't have to.
Mhm.
And again, showed me guidance because he had the greatest guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
had
I mean, he really did.
Wayne and,
Yep.
and Drake and Nicki, like, so the people he had around him were just really just not only important, but
Like
they knew-
legends.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
No, yeah, they've been in the industry.
Yeah, like, I remember.
But Chris is, yo, let me tell you, he's wild though. Like,
Oh,
yo,
bro,
yo, one time
come on.
I brought a kid from Maine.
We lived at Bieber House together. I know.
yeah, come
Bro,
on.
I
exactly.
listen. I had a friend come in from Maine, and Twist was hanging out with me, and this dude tried to check Twist, and he was like, "Yeah, you can't stay here. You gotta get." He's like, he punched him in the face. Like, don't you ever talk to me like that? Jummy's my boy, bro.
He was probably
He's like, yeah, you don't even. Who the fuck are you, broke
my
ass?
house.
Yo, bro, he punched my friend right in the face.
Bro.
Good.
No,
And I
look,
told him, I said, well, bro, you don't know this dude.
Yeah, straight up.
Can't be like telling him to get out of my house, bro.
my first encounter with Twist, crazy. I'll never forget it. He was wearing these Nikes, right? That you literally only can get from the warehouse, from the Nike warehouse in
He's like
Oregon.
that.
I
Yeah,
think.
he's like
Okay.
that.
I was like, yo, those are crazy. Literally, a few days later,
Probably gave him to you.
nah, he gave me my own pair. He's like, yeah, like I was going back there anyway.
Yeah, straight up.
He like these for you, little brother. Like, and
That's
I,
how
and,
Twist is, bro.
no, dead ass.
That's
And
a real one.
From there, like the whole tour, we just bonded.
Mm-hmm.
And when weird shit was happening, because I was so young, he was young too. He was checking shit for me, and I love that. Like,
Yeah.
he really kind of boosted my confidence to like look at these like grown men, like, yo, don't you ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like that, bro.
For sure.
Like he's really about that life, bro. I'm telling you, he's about that life.
No, 100%.
Like no bullshit. Like
That's how
he's about it. Like, bro, if you say some shit to Twist, he'd be like,
that's how
Well, it all depends if he's on probation. If he's on probation, but if he's not on probation,
Twist is-
your ass in deep shit. Let me tell you a story. So he invites me out into the Drake tour, right? And he's out on tour. He's like, yeah, come pick me up at the tour bus, player. I'm like, cool. So me and Dos go get him. He comes, yo, this dude's so wild. He comes off the bus in a fucking robe and slippers. He's like, yeah, man, can you take me to the store? He's like, yo, can you take me to the store? I got to go shopping. I was like, cool, go ahead, change. He's like, nah, I'm walking around in this.
Yeah, straight up.
You need to go shopping.
Yo, he used to shop in a robe and slippers.
Fire.
He's amazing, bro, and he don't give a fuck
Bro,
what you think.
We used to push Bentleys from Malibu all the way to Melrose,
Mhm.
right? And again, like this is during the time where everything is hot, like
Mhm.
Supreme, Dope. We were
Yeah.
talking about it
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, even I think our future was right there. At the
Yeah,
time.
on Fairfax, right
Yep.
there. Yep.
He's the
And
one who introduced me to the Kardashians. He was like, yo, dude was like, yo,
we had pushed in Bentleys, and he slippers.
Yeah, straight up.
he called me. He'd be like, yo,
Like slippers too.
he'd be like, you want to go with me tonight? I'm like, where we going? He's like, we're going to Laugh Factory. I'm like, who we going? He's like, don't worry about it. I go, and I'm there with like, with Kendall. I'm there with Kendall. We there with. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We there with like the Kardashians. Like he's like,
Twist really my
Yeah,
brother.
he on that
We
shit.
click because we move and confident. We make shit happen once we put our mind to it.
100%.
100%.
I love that kid.
No,
That's
yeah.
why I liked you so much because y'all were really close with me. We had a lot of fucking fun.
Bro, so much.
We had so much fun, dude.
So much fun. We were having way too much fun.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you know.
I told Jeremy one day, I'm like, though I do like R&B, pop style music 'cause I'm in this group. I'm obsessed with real music, classical music.
Yeah, same. I love
You know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah, I love jazz music.
I know he's gonna. tell you.
Wolfgang,
It's
Amadeus,
great
Mozart.
shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just having a normal conversation. I thought maybe the conversation went over his head. A month later, he has this dude pull up wearing Mozart's actual rings with the piece of wood that Mozart composed on.
No way.
Yeah. My
Dude,
friend,
sit-
huge art collector.
Yeah, he sit the wood down. I still have the picture of us posing in front of it. He sit down wearing Mozart rings, and he just started playing Mozart for us all day.
That's incredible.
I'm telling you, brother. I was like,
We order all this crazy food, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta eat good,
yeah.
and this man is just playing Mozart for us.
Yo, we literally ordered from Big Mamas and Papas. Remember that
Yep.
place?
Order all this food. We're working. Some people are making beats. Some people, but the whole time, we're accompanied.
Yeah.
By the presence of Mozart in my mind.
Yo, but the crazy part is these guys. These guys are going through that you experience now.
Yeah.
But the 2020 version of it, 2022
what did you-
2020 version.
Well, did you tell him that it was a paid actor and that
Yeah, right, right.
that piece
That
of
would've been
wood?
wicked fucked up,
That
right?
piece of wood was from like Craigslist or something.
He got it from outside.
He's like, yo, do me a favor.
Straight up, straight up.
He's like, this is the shroud of Jesus.
Yeah. Only thing I'm gonna say about now is you can still experience crazy things like that, but now you have to be very selective on who you're surrounded.
That's right.
Like, and I don't want to sound old. I was just having this conversation as well. which I'm trying to get better at social media. I don't like it that much, but like I grew up in a time where being low key is how you survive.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So now all the like reflections,
Yep.
shit we were doing.
Yeah.
Now you do it, you're a lick.
Yeah,
100%.
Like
A
you
walking
know what I
lick.
mean? And then like I don't know, it kind of saddened me like the pop.
These
Smoke,
social media kids are getting
like
fucked
the
up.
Pop Smoke situation.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like
Heartbreaking.
the kid who did it grew up in the same little district like where my grandmother stayed.
Yeah.
And like we've seen this kid.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like you're just or like the young Dolph situation.
Sad.
Yeah.
Like he's come to the hood I grew up in multiple
Come out
times
buying
and showed
cookies,
love,
bro.
right?
You can
Bro,
you
you
can
can't
buy
even buy cookies no more.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's that dramatic. And I think that's like a big part of why like I'm just like
I don't fuck with
care for
nobody.
social
I don't-
media,
it's just-
like, just because it's like you gotta like don't forget people are hungry out here.
That's right.
And I would imagine after fucking touring for 6-7 years, showing your face everywhere, doing this song and dance for everybody, I'm sure you just got fucking tired, bro. Tour seems like this like amazing
But
thing.
It's
I'm
not
that-
gonna lie.
amazing. It is.
It's not.
exhausting.
Tour is
It's fucking-
I'm not gonna lie though. It had its pros.
Yeah, for sure, for
It
sure.
did.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of made it my own, like,
Yeah,
cause, like, we talk about this, like, just suffering from anxiety, and then I suffer from depression.
hmm
It would make me depressed that I'm like living in these 5-star hotels, right? Eating just the best food,
And people you knew were fucked
everything,
up.
not just food, is complimentary,
Yep.
right? But then my family's still in the hood.
That's right. Yo, let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
I had that problem because my family called me all the time for
Bro, if-
money. But
if-
my family's all fucked
bro,
up off
if-
drugs. Like,
It fucked my mind up.
yeah.
yeah,
But not even just that part of it. Just getting off tour, living this crazy lifestyle,
yeah, and then
and
having
pulling up to a building with 28 units. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, damn, like my family's still here,
yeah,
and I'm not 18 yet. Like I can't really make any changes. I can't do anything, right?
yeah, of course.
And that messed with me. So
And the crazy part is that you know that people are stealing your money that could be
Right.
going to your family.
right. So
That's the fucking
bro,
terrible
it's-
part.
It's fucking with me. And I remember it got to a point to where like I just wouldn't leave the hood because everybody I love was there.
Yeah,
To where fans actually knew where I stayed. Like I'll call my mom right now. She'll tell you like we'll wake up sometime. Hundreds of people just surrounded my building because they know I stay there.
That's crazy.
And like we'll literally open the gate and I'll just hang out in the building. I'm in literally the trenches hanging out
yeah,
with people who are just in love with me and mindless behavior.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And like, and we're going crazy, like playing. I'm still a kid, but we're like playing tag in the hood, having water fights. In
Let me ask you this.
that's fire. That's
I
fire.
made it like my own world.
'Cause
Because
we-
trying to comfort my mind.
And I'm
I wanna-
sure that's
I
why
wanna
people
ask
liked
'cause
you so
We're
much.
gonna wrap this up, but I want to ask you a thing. If you give an artist, any artist right now, one piece of advice, what would you say?
It's one of my most oldest sayings or form of advice. Personality takes you further than talent.
That's a fact.
You-
And with
I don't
that,
care
and with that being said,
how talented you are.
and with that said, Ray, thank you for coming, brother. Appreciate it.
100%.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's a good thing to say, bro. Straight up. Straight up.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah, because you can be
right now, that shit was amazing.
Thank you.
you can be as talented as you want if you're a